Dylan Thompson, Chase Motorsports, coach and trailer sales, chasecoach.com for full information, bunch of pictures, and just some good stuff on this coach that we're fixing to show you. Yes, I'm a little hoarse. I've got the old winter crud, but it's almost gone. Can't stop. Got too much to do. Can't stop, right? All right. Super, super nice toter. And you know, Renegade, this is a ShowHauler, but Renegade started calling these SportDeck motorhomes. And I think it was like a legality insurance thing, because when you mention toter home with a T to your insurance company, they're like red flags. Don't want to mess with it. So they called them a SportDeck motorhome is what Renegade calls them. But anyways, just for your knowledge, this is a 2020 ShowHauler on the Volvo VNR chassis. It's under 35 foot overall length. So it's 34 foot 7 inches overall length, and it is cram packed with nice options. Options that you see on a lot of your 45 foot coaches. So we'll start out by saying it's a 2020 with 23,000 miles. It's about as new as they come. This coach belonged to a classic car collector down in the Dallas, Texas area. He traded it to me, and this truck looks just about like some of his cars. Mint condition, okay? Very, very, very nice inside and out. The Volvo chassis is a good start. I mean, that is one of the smoothest running, quietest, best fuel mileage trucks on the market. And I asked a guy the other day, I was asking his opinion of a Volvo, and he quickly told me, Dylan, just drive down the road and look at the semis that you count going by you that are hauling freight. Why are they all running those? Well, for one, probably reliability. I mean, if their trucks broke down, they're not making any money, right? But for two, I'm sure it's fuel economy, just overall performance. But love the Volvo trucks, good stuff, and proud to see ShowHauler and Renegade using them. So again, this is a 2020. As you can see, it's got the big alley arc front bumper. I think those bumpers are $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. It's polished. It looks good. If you ever hit a deer or something in one, you'll be glad you had it. It does tilt down to where you can raise the hood up and access the engine for maintenance and all that. 20,000 pound steer axle on this truck too. Again, the gentleman that built it brand new, he went above and beyond on options. So 20,000 pound steer. The Michelin tires are like new, probably less than 10,000 miles. They were replaced last year. So I'm not sure if it came out with Michelin's new or if it came out with another brand and he wanted Michelin's, but either way, it's got 315 steer rubber, a 20,000 pound steer axle, and the Michelin tires are dated 2021. They were installed last year in 2022. Let me back up here just a little bit. You can get there we go. Okay, got the whole truck in there. 2 slides, as you can see, 1 slide here on the driver's side, 1 over on the passenger side. Got a few storage boxes. I mean, keep in mind, it's a 17-foot conversion, so, you know, you are a little bit limited on the belly storage. Here in a second, we'll open those up and go through them. Under the driver's steps there, you got 125 gallons of diesel fuel, and then you got your DEF tank. Again, I'll pop that all open here in just a moment. 40,000 pound hitch on the back. Check that out. 40,000 pound hitch. You got your big gooseneck hitch as well with the blue and red glad hand fittings, and then got your 7-way plug up there too. I like the diamond plate deck. Gives it a very clean, very durable finish. Something else that this truck has that is very rare is it has 4-point hydraulic automatic leveling on it from Equalizer Systems. You very, very rarely see the automatic leveling on the SportDeck motorhomes, or also known as toter homes. Again, here's your second slide out. So 2 slides, both up in the front area, and you got your bathroom in the back. 60-inch bunk over the cab, so basically like a queen-size bed up above the cab, and it sleeps 6, so 2 above the cab, 2 on the trifold sofa, so you have a sofa that turns into a queen-size bed, and then you have the dinette that has the Dream dinette bracket, which will drop down. The center leaf of the table drops down and also turns into a bed. I think that's all as far as just the exterior, just a brief description of it. Let me pop the storage boxes open and we'll go through those, and then we'll take a quick spin through the interior. So I appreciate you watching the video, and hope that it sells you this coach, obviously, but maybe it gives you some information and insight towards this type of motorhome or toter home in general. And if there's any questions, please give me a call, and please hit the subscribe button. I think we're around 8,000 subscribers now, and we're wanting to get to 10 so bad we can't stand it. So thanks again for tuning in, and stand by just a moment. We'll open the boxes up and then we'll head inside. All right, here we are. Got the hood open, and you can see that alley arc bumper. There's two little deals on the front. You twist to open it up, and then it just lays forward, which allows the hood to open up. Let's talk about these Volvo headlights too. Probably some of the brightest factory headlights I've ever seen. My driver that does most of our driving for us, he called and he said, it wasn't in this truck, it was in another newer Volvo just like it though. He said, Dylan, the brightest headlights I've ever seen. He said, where did the guy get these at? I said, Walter, I don't think he put those in. Those came from factory that way. So he was very, very impressed. The frame and the underside of the truck, as you can see, is as clean as the outside. It's as clean underneath as it is on top. Dual hydraulic steering boxes too, okay? So 20,000 pound, the big steer axle with the dual hydraulic steering boxes. One on this side, and you'll see one over there. Check out the engine. I mean, just everything. I was looking at the air filter, just how clean it was. Going around this way. The other side, same deal. I mean, you could eat off the frame rail. The other steering gearbox, the D13 Volvo, 500 horsepower. It's got a 12-speed transmission. Volvo calls it the I-Shift. 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. So 34 foot 7 inches overall length, 500 horsepower, 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. Folks, if this won't tow or pull what you're needing to pull, you're in the wrong business. This should do pretty much everything A to Z. The interior on the Volvo as well, very nice. The seats have multiple different direction air supports. Of course, they're air ride up and down, air lumbar, air back. I think it's even got one that'll give you a back rub. It calls it the back cycler. Oh, and they're heated too. So smart steering wheel, as you can see on the Volvo. It's got 22,900 miles. We'll just say 23,000. Voyager backup camera in the dash. Bluetooth stereo. There's where your reverse, neutral, and drive buttons are. And you can also paddle shift. You see the plus and minus sign over there on the right. So if you got in some mountains or something and wanted to control what gear the truck's in, you can do that. It's got traction control, this, and you got air ride dump. I think you can also lock that rear end in, so it does have a locking differential. Very nice Cobra Chrome Edition CB radio. Little breaker 19 action overhead there. And the truck's also equipped with an electric brake controller, so which is very handy if you're pulling a trailer with electric brakes, because obviously this truck is air brake and air ride. All right, first compartment back is just a little storage bay, probably 18-20 inches wide and about, I don't know, 3 foot deep. 12.5 own-end generator. So again, when this truck was built, the owner or the purchaser, the original purchaser, had the option of a 10 kW or a 12.5. And again, I said earlier, everything he done on this was like over the top. So it's got the 12.5 with a measly 191 hours. I don't know if that's to the break-in period that own-end suggests. So 191 hours. We went ahead and serviced it just so we knew the oil, the air, the fuel, everything's brand new in it. Over here's your wet bay, which has your black and gray handle that ties into the 3-inch valve. Again, very, very simple how these are built. You can see your valves over here. You basically hook a water hose into the right there, and then you twist those valves different directions to fill the tank. You can also fill the tank on the other side, because you'll see as we make our way around, the fresh water tank is located in this first compartment we'll see over here. mentioned earlier, the 40,000-pound hitch. And I've got the, obviously the 2 5/16 ball is what's in it now, but I have the 2-inch receiver, the 3-inch receiver, pintle hitch. I've got all those in stock and on the shelf. 60-gallon fresh water tank. You can see the little bit of pink we've got in him right now. It is winter time here in Kentucky, so we're seeing weather down in the teens here and there. Not real often, but occasionally we do catch cold, and much easier to winterize these things as it is to deal with busted pipes and plumbing. So we try to stay ahead of the game a little there. Water pump mounted on the wall. And you could also use this one. Not only is it obviously the fresh water compartment, but little storage there. I mean, some stuff would fit there beside it. On down, you have a 20-gallon propane tank. This coach does have a propane furnace, and it also has a propane and electric hot water heater. So, and a propane and electric fridge. So, if you don't have the generator on, you can pretty much stay in this coach. The only thing that wouldn't work is the air conditioning. You would need the generator running to run the roof air. But if it's cool, you can run the furnace, your fridge, your hot water, everything off the propane and save those hours on that generator. Does have a 3,000-watt inverter. Believe that's one of the Xantrex brands, 3,000-watt overhead, a little storage below. And those two metal things are the tow hooks. Now, obviously, hopefully we never need them, but if you do, they are there. House battery, one of the big 8Ds on top, and then I think there's 3 of the 31 series batteries for the Volvo engine below. I showed you that side of the cab. I don't know if we went on this side. I always like when they started doing the little orange piping. I think it gives it just a neat little accent piece there. So I believe that's everything. Of course, heated seats. Oh, there's that back cycler button. Feels like a little guy there behind you giving you a little back massage. So very nice cab. Always brag on the design of the interior on the Volvo trucks. But 2020, 23,000 miles, about as new as they come, and really more options than you see on most of them. This one's very, very well equipped. Something I'm going to touch on, and I need to start doing this on all the propane models. So I had a guy the other day, he said, 20-gallon tank, man, that's what I got on my barbecue grill. No, bud, wrong. 20 gallons, a grill bottle is 20 pounds. There's a difference. So propane weighs 4.5 or 5 pounds a gallon. So a 20-gallon like grill, like a bottle you would put on your barbecue grill, there's like 4.5 of those on this coach. So it takes a while to run through that much propane. But, he was real quick to say, man, I don't want to have to, go somewhere and fill that thing up every trip. And I was thinking, man, this thing honestly ought to last you all summer long or all winter long. It'll last a long time. So 20 gallons of propane is different than 20 pounds of propane. And I believe that's it. So hang around just a few more minutes here, and we will make our way into the interior. Again, if you want to check out all of the detailed photos, probably 150-plus pictures of this guy online at chasecoach.com. We accept trade-ins. We deliver nationwide. We've got some good financing options, and would love to earn your business. So stay tuned, and we'll make a spin through the interior. All right, make our way inside. By the way, electric steps, which is kind of normal, obviously, but these seem to work really, really well. And I love the doors that these guys use. So they use, pretty sure it's Challenger door, but a very heavy-duty screen door and side entry. We'll make our way inside. Very wide steps, too. I like the size of the steps. All right, now that we're inside, check it out. Okay, so a lot to offer in a very small package for a 17-foot conversion. As I mentioned earlier, it's got a lot of cool features. So first of all, we'll start here. Here's our entry door. You come in, turn to the right, there's a slide out with a sofa, and this is the one I was telling you turns into the queen-size bed very easily, too. You remove those 3 cushions that your back would sit against, and then the bed folds out and makes a very comfortable queen-size bed, literally. So all of the shades are all day and night shades as well. So You can see I've got them all down in the night position, which blocks out all the light, but they're all day and night shades. So behind this white one, you have a black one. See, that one's kind of see-through, and then that one blocks all the light. The TV is slid over to the center, but that actually moves over to the right and locks in going down the road. Samsung Smart TV. I've got, right now, what I've got on there is just like the air antenna. So literally that clear picture you see right there, that is strictly running off of basically a glorified set of rabbit ears, okay? Now, if you move the ladder, I had it sitting there, but if you move the ladder down here, it gives you access to the bunk over the cab. And again, this is a 60-inch bunk, basically the size of a queen-size bed. And, you know, some people go, oh, I'm too claustrophobic to sleep up there. Well, from here, from the top of the little memory foam mattress to the roof is probably 2.5, maybe 3 foot. So it's quite a bit of distance. I mean, I've slept in them before and didn't bother me, but I know everyone's different. Cab, air ride seats, all the cool stuff up there on the dash, driver and passenger air ride. And then you've got a privacy shade, so you pop that loose and pull this guy, and it goes over and connects to here and creates privacy. So when you're done traveling for the evening or going to bed at night, you can block off any outside views from the windshield there. Over on the driver's side, you've got a dinette, and the center table drops down and makes a bed. Again, at chasecoach.com, I got some pictures of all that converted. All of the original manuals, and as you can see there, this is ShowHauler build number 1911. Okay, so ShowHauler documents each one of their builds, and it's by a build number. This one's number 1911. All of the original owners' stuff for the chassis. There's one for the generator, 3 sets of original keys, and all of the ShowHauler manuals included. Lots of nice cabinetry too. I'm not sure if ShowHauler builds their own cabinets or if they sub it out, but whoever does it does a very, very nice job. All right, little kitchen area, as you can see, small, stainless, little single basin sink, 2-burner electric cooktop. Not sure what kind of countertop. It's not like I'm thinking that's like a Formica or something, but very nice. Looks like it would do well with water. Up over here, we have a stereo system. Looks like maybe a DVD player above that. And then inside this cabinet is our WineGuard control for the InMotion satellite. And then you also have the WineGuard 2.0, which is like a Wi-Fi extender. And then the other one is for the power, which it looks like I must have hit some and turned it off there. But that is for the rabbit ears. Does have a fan where if you're cooking there, you can suck the fumes or the steam outside, and then overhead you've got a microwave, which is a convection of it as well. The previous owner had added this, so this is an add-on that was not in there from ShowHauler. So it's got a couple little sliding drawers in what I'm going to call the pantry, so they slide in and they're soft close as well. And then this bigger one here, you could put shelves in it, or it's got a clothing rod there, so a nice place to hang some stuff. Back here on this side, we have a fridge, which I don't know if it's ever been used. I mean, still got like the factory serial number decal hanging on it. And then in here, freezer with a factory Norcold ice trays. Again, they're still in the plastic, so this guy's about as new as they come. The Xantrex inverter control back here by the bathroom door. There's your thermostat for your air conditioning and your furnace. And then the bathroom. So when you open the door up, you can see we have a little sink vanity, couple cabinets there, toilet, foot pedal flush, very nice, simple. And it is a porcelain toilet, which is nice. Overhead medicine cabinet with some nice lighting above, and then shower. I'd say the shower's probably I'm going to say 30 by 30, 36 by 36, something like that. Skylight overhead. I mean, enough to get the job done. It's not massive, but I'm 6'3" and about 230, 235, and I got in there, just didn't take a shower, but just got in there so I could reference it to other people, and to me it felt like more than enough room. Has a spring-loaded little sliding door, kind of a frosted look, you can see, for keeping the water in and privacy as well. And trying to think, did I cover everything? Over here you got lighting controls, remote panel where you can start the own-end generator. There's your equalizer systems panel for the auto leveling system. That is your 12-volt kill switch and then your step power down there. Ooh, that was a lot. I think that covered it all. So if you have any questions, give me a call, 270-556-8461. And check us out online at chasecoach.com. Remember, we buy stuff too. So if you know anyone with something for sale, we are looking for newer inventory. Usually right now, I think we're looking for 2015 and newer, but if you got something for sale, let us know. And if you're interested in this ShowHauler, let us know. So appreciate it. Thanks for watching again. Make it a great rest of your day. And if we can do something for you, give us a shout. Have a good one.